transcends knowledge. Let's learn together to add insight. Indonesia is an archipelago state in Southeast Asia that is crossed by the equator and is between the continents of Asia and Oceania, so it's known as a transcontinental country, as well as between the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Indonesia is the 14th largest country as well as the largest archipelagic country in the world, with an area of 1,904,569 square kilometers, and the 6th largest island country in the world, with a total of 17,504 islands. The alternative name used for the Indonesian archipelago is called Nusantara. Apart from that, Indonesia is also the 4th most populous country in the world, with a population of 270,203,917 people in 2020, and the largest Muslim country in the world, with more than 230 million adherents. Indonesia is a multiracial, multiethnic, and multicultural country in the world. Indonesia borders with a number of countries in Southeast Asia and Oceania. Indonesia borders on land with Malaysia, on the island of Borneo and Sabatic, with Papua New Guinea, on New Guinea Island, and with Timor-Leste, on Timor. The countries that share sea borders with Indonesia are Singapore, the Philippines, Australia, and the Union Territory of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, in India. Indonesia is located at coordinates between 6 degrees 0430 inches low and 11 degrees 0036 inches SL, and between 94 degrees 5821 inches and 141 degrees 0110 inches E, which stretches 5,120 kilometers from east to west, as well as 1,760 kilometers from north to south. Indonesia's land area is 1,916,906.77 square kilometers, while its water area is around 3,110,000 square kilometers, with a coastline of 108,000 kilometers. The boundaries of Indonesia's territory are measured from the archipelago using 12 nautical miles of territorial sea, as well as an exclusive economic zone of 200 nautical miles in the direction of the wind. The highest point in Indonesia is Puncak Jaya, 4,884 meters above sea level, in Papua. Lake Toba in North Sumatra is the largest lake in Indonesia, as well as the largest caldera lake in the world, while the longest river in Indonesia is the Kapuas River in West Kalimantan. Indonesia is a unitary state with a republican form of government based on a valid constitution, namely the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia. Also, based on the 1945 Constitution, the House of Representatives, the Regional Representatives Council, and the President are nominated and then elected in general elections. Indonesia consists of various ethnic groups, languages, and religions. Based on the national family, Indonesia consists of native indigenous peoples, namely Austronesians and Melanesians, where the Austronesians are the largest and inhabit more of western Indonesia. The Javanese and Sundanese make up the largest ethnic group with a percentage reaching 57% of the entire population of Indonesia. Indonesia's national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or different but still one, means the socio-cultural diversity that forms a unified country. Besides having a dense population and a large area, Indonesia has nature that supports the second largest level of biodiversity in the world. In general, Indonesia has a tropical climate, although there are regions with different climate types. The warm waters in the Indonesian region play a very important role in keeping the temperature on land constant, with an average temperature in coastal areas of 28 degrees Celsius in inland and highland areas of 26 degrees Celsius, and in mountainous areas of 23 degrees Celsius. Humidity ranges from 70 to 90%. Tectonically, most of Indonesia's territory is very unstable because it is a confluence of several tectonic plates, such as the Indo-Australian Plate, the Pacific Plate, and the Eurasian Plate. The country of Indonesia is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, so it has many volcanoes and often experiences earthquakes. Volcanic arcs run from Sumatra, Java, Bali, and Nusa Tenggara. Then on to the Banda Islands, in the Moluccas, all the way to northeastern Sulawesi. Of about 400 volcanoes, approximately 130 of them are still active. A supervolcanic eruption in around 77,000 BC that formed Lake Toba is believed to have caused a volcanic winter and a drop in world temperatures for many years. The eruption of Tempora in 1815 and the eruption of Krakatoa in 1883 were also the largest recorded volcanic eruptions in history. Earthquakes were the big push that impacted Indonesia, and what happened recently were the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. has a high diversity of living things, so that it's grouped as one of the 17 megadiversity countries by Conservation International. From the point of view of the biogeographic region, Indonesia is included in the Malaysia region. The flora and fauna are a mixture of species typical of Asia and Australasia. Alfred Russel Wallace, a natural history expert, hypothesized a dividing line, which was later called the Wallace Line, to distinguish organisms from Asia or the Sunda Shelf, and Australia or the Sahul Shelf. The biogeographical area, which is the transition zone between these two shelves, is called Wallacea. Apart from that, Weber's lines and Lydekker lines are also used to define Indonesia's biogeographical boundaries. Has about 10% of all flowering plant species on Earth, or as many as 25,000 species, 55% of which are endemic to Indonesia. The country of Indonesia also has about 12% of mammal species on Earth, with 515 species, so it ranks second in mammal diversity, after Brazil. Indonesia ranks fourth in the species diversity of reptiles with 781 species, and primates with 35 species, ranks fifth in the species diversity of birds with 1,592 species, and ranks sixth in the species diversity of amphibians with 270 species. Is a country rich in ethnic groups, with around 1,340 ethnic groups. Most of Indonesia's population are of Austronesian descent, and there are also Melanesian ethnic groups, as well as possibly Polynesians and Micronesians, especially in eastern Indonesia. Many Indonesians identify themselves as part of more specific ethnic groups, which are divided according to language and regional origin, for example, Malay, Javanese, Sundanese, Batak, Madurese, and others. According to the 2010 census, around 40 to 42% of the population are Javanese, who inhabit almost all parts of Indonesia, as a result of the transmigration program. Nonetheless, a sense of Indonesian nationality is held by Indonesian citizens along with a strong regional identity. Indonesia has more than 700 regional languages, which are generally spoken by the majority of the Indonesian population as their mother tongue and everyday language. Most of these regional languages belong to the Austronesian language family, and besides that, there are more than 270 Papuan languages spoken in eastern Indonesia. According to the number of speakers, the regional languages that are most widely used daily are Malay, Javanese, Sundanese, Madurese, Batak, Minangkabau, Bugis, Betawi, and Banjar. The official state language of Indonesia is Indonesian, which is one of the many varieties of Malay. Indonesian, proposed as a unified language since the time of the Indonesian independence movement through the Youth Pledge, and established by the Constitution in 1945. Even though it guarantees freedom of religion in the Constitution, the government only recognizes 6 official religions, namely Islam, Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, Buddhism and Confucianism. Meanwhile, adherents of traditional religions, or other religions, only get limited recognition as adherents of the faith. you for watching. Hopefully a little information in this video can add to your insight. See you in the next video.